Just a slight change to the SLC sheet here. Everything's the same, pretty much, just apart from we've got this new feature that monitors the change in the size. So I've done it so above and then below, and so it's in color scale. So you should be able to see quite easily and quickly what SLC increased or decreased above or below. Now we see an increase on the pound USD and the euro yen, and also the euro yen below. So this just basically tells us that the size has increased. Now, when the size increases, it tells us that the retail have their positions, they're holding, but they're pushing their stops away from price. Now, by doing so, they're not bearing their risk management, and they become targets for the banks. If the size decreases, then the stops were hit, and then we can probably see a reversal. And like I said in the other video, it's all probabilities and likelihood. So the logic there is that the size gets smaller, and so that's a reversal. And if it gets larger, then it's a continuation. And so it's interesting that the pound USD got larger. Well, we have to remember that it actually is a sell. It's 52%. So I know it's a sell there, and so that's the FX SSI shifting over time. There wasn't that much movement today as we go into FOMC. Everything's the same here, bubble wise. The formatting's changed slightly, sort of like this. And then if we scroll across, we can see some more information at a lower level. Because I just thought of this idea on Tuesday, Monday's not populated. So we should see some metrics that we can use. So I'll always highlight the largest SLC above and below just by putting a bold square around. So we've got the one above, the pound yen. See the size difference between the two, between yesterday and today. If that increases tomorrow, then it's more likely going to be a target, probability speaking. Do remember where the pound is though, and the yen bubble. Not ideal scenarios, especially if the pound comes up here. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. And so what's quite cool about this graphic is that we see the decrease or increase between the 24-hour periods. So yesterday, the Aussie dollar, the US dollar, the size has decreased since yesterday. So it tells us that some stops were hit, but don't forget it's still 3% above. So it's still quite large, but there has been a reduction. So it likely, I don't know, maybe it rallied yesterday and they got scared and then they got stopped out. And don't forget, they might not get stopped out. Sometimes they might just exit their position through frustration or panic or fear. They might not wait until they're stopped out. They might just exit. That's something to bear in mind as well. The euro Australian dollar increased over 24 hours. That's likely target above. The pound yen above, and the Kiwi. USD CAD was interesting because it's quite large yesterday and it's a lot smaller today. So looks like that was it hit 1.32, and so there's probably lots of stops there, and you see quite a fairly significant reduction there between the two values. But you'd want it lower down really just to say that was a proper reversal. So that's how it works. Just look at your days, and then when Thursday's populated, then we'll have an extra column, and then we can see if there's like a trend forming. Say, for example, the Australian dollar, US dollar, that size gets smaller tomorrow, then it looks like more stops were taken out, and then there's a potential reversal. So yeah, hopefully it's clear. I know I always say this in my videos, but just let me know if it's not, and then I can fine tune it. And I'm also worried about overloading stuff too, but hopefully it's not too bad. And I think this is a really good feature to have, especially which we can see the metrics over time as well. And so yeah, that wraps up a 4-minute video there. So yeah, have a good day, and FOMC later. So good luck for that.